Hey guys, this morning I woke up and instead of right here where my regular Newsboy hat usually is, I found this ugly thing. It's not ugly, it's just a Newsboy hat for when I was a little baby. And so now I will be wearing this the entire video. Oh man, this looks bad. Alright, welcome back to Newsboy Hoey, guys. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And today I'm talking about some strange and weird things I did as a little baby.
I want all your money.
From about 0 months to about 3 or 4 years old. And so there's 5 things I'm going to talk about today. But first, everybody leave a like on this video, okay? Everybody do that. We need to hit at least 5 likes. Alright. So, first off, as a little baby, I'm not wearing this hat, sorry. I guess it's called this way. So, as a little baby, I was scared of helium balloons.
All your money.
Now, before you laugh, the reason I was scared of them was because they defied gravity. Literally defied gravity, and it scared me. I was like, what? So, according to my mom, who might have exaggerated this a little bit because she likes to do that, I would be in the cart and see a helium balloon, go, ah! And I'd climb out of the cart and try to grab the helium balloon and bring it back down, and it wouldn't work because I had 2 small arms and I was a fat little baby. Number 2, I was a fat little baby. So, I couldn't even crawl. Like, when I was supposed to start crawling, I couldn't even crawl. And the reason why was I was so fat, I couldn't get my belly off the ground. I was like, help me, mommy. So I just pretty much, like, scooted myself around on my stomach all day. Alright, so number 3. I was, what was number 3? Oh, yeah. So, I hated lasagna. This is kind of weird, and my dad would get pretty mad about it. So one time, his parents were over, my grandparents, and he was like, eat the noodle cake. And me, as a little baby, was like, no, I don't want to eat the noodle cake. And my dad literally called it a noodle cake, because if you look at a piece of lasagna, it does look kind of like a piece of cake, like a piece of, like, spaghetti cake. But to me, I just didn't like lasagna. I love it now. I mean, it tastes like super cheesy, awesome spaghetti. But at that time, I was just like, no noodle cake. So, yeah. Alright. Another thing I was scared of, and this was when I was like 4 or 5, was getting my arm chopped off in the car window. So I would stick my arm out the window, right? And this actually reminded me of this day because we were driving, and my mom rolled up the window without me warning, and it was like this close, and I went, and it reminded me of this. But as a little kid, I was scared of getting my arm chopped off. I'd have my arm out, and then I'd roll it up, and then my dad would roll it up and be like, ah! Be scared of getting my arm chopped off by the window. And, yeah. So, number 4, or was that number 4? Number 5 was I really liked Garth Brooks. So, as a little baby, I would run around in my diaper with this little guitar that I had that I kept breaking and watch the Garth Brooks music video of his greatest hits. And there was one of them where he would sword fight with this guy with his 2 guitars, and he'd go, poof, and then I tried to do that with the wall and destroy my guitar. And then there's another one where he threw, and so my parents had to buy me another guitar. There's another one where he threw his guitar on the ground and jumped down the stairs and just stepped on the guitar and obliterated it because he's rich and he can buy a whole bunch of guitars. And then I did that, and I just kept doing those 2 stupid things, and so my parents just stopped buying me guitars, and now I don't have a guitar. But it was like that big, so I mean, I couldn't even use it anyway, and it didn't really work. But I love Garth Brooks. I'd run around singing it, even when people were over. I didn't care, in my diaper. Literally just butt naked sometimes, but most of the time in my diaper. And then number 6 we have here is me at night. So as a little baby at night, I would, if I ever woke up, somehow it was my mom and dad's fault. So if I ever woke up, I would run out of my room. Okay, so I'm going to try to find a picture for the thumbnail, and I had like these big old curl.
Name is some sugar. I am your neighbor.
It's kind of like how Joe looks, and I would open the door, and you would see the light coming in and wake him up. Yeah! And it just looked like a monster because you couldn't see my face or anything. It was just an angry midget. It looked like a little baby monster, and then I would come in there, and then I would sleep. So here's my mom and here's my dad, right? And I would sleep like this. And I would be kicking my mom constantly in the stomach and headbanging my dad constantly in the chest, or the other way around. And sometimes I would sleep up at their heads to where I'd be kicking her in the head and headbutting him. So thankfully I've grown, because otherwise they probably would have kicked me out of the house if I still kicked them in the head at 13 years old. But yeah, those are the basic 6 things I did as a baby. There's a bunch more stuff, but that's just some of the crazy things I could think of for today's video. Please leave a like on this video, and I need to go find my real hat. So I will see you later. Bye-bye. Hey guys, you're still around, and I'm still looking for my hat. But while you're at it, let's see who can find the blooper that's hidden throughout this video. First person that does, leave a comment below, and if you find the correct one, the first person will get a shout out in the next day's video. See you then.